Dramatically late on here. It's been another masterclass from him. Half a second for the very first time.
Ika Lekwona's made up another place. He's now gone through on Pecco Bagnaia. He's up there, number 42. 41, Aleix Espargaro on the Aprilia. And the fastest man of the... And again, Miller quicker, but not by much.
Looks like Pol Espargaro running out of steam in quite a lonely sixth place. He's 3.7 seconds behind Pol Espargaro in
2 points.
Yeah, that's a huge gap, isn't it?
That's damage. That really is serious damage being done by the French.
For Aprilia, all the hard work that's gone behind the scenes of late in the Noali factory, when Aprilia came back in, better late than never, but the job that they've done to radically overhaul that factory RSGP has been nothing short. Big task. He's, what, 3.5 laps away from that history-making podium, but Jack Miller
wants the podium, and he will do everything to hunt down number 41 up ahead of him.
This would be late. Shed blood, sweat and tears to put Aprilia in this position. Nobody knows the effort that Aleix Espargaro has put. A compliment to Aprilia that a rider of Viñales' stature wants to ride that bike because he feels like he can be to Aleix Espargaro, to Romano Alvesiano behind the scenes, Massimo Rivola, who's had such an influence since he came in.
Like a stone, Johan Zarco's not on for many points either. There are just 3 laps remaining, ready to land that hammer blow to the rest of the World Championship rivals. Rins is second, Aleix Espargaro still hanging on.
Did we, Steve? But this is shockingly surprising from Bagnaia. I don't think anybody saw. We saw him have that moment on the front end, didn't we, early on at Stowe? Maybe that just eroded his confidence. Championship slips away from the likes of Zarco and Bagnaia.
Could be a magnificent day for this. What a return to form this would be. What a confidence booster it would be as well.
And if you've never seen a grown man cry, that is a young man who wears his heart on his sleeve. And as we said, he's made so many personal sacrifices. He knows that first podium is so close. It's been 119.
This is the fight for second, third and fourth. Miller doesn't look like he's now able to acceleration, that Miller can't get close enough. Alex Rins then.
Major technical issue with his package underneath him at the moment.
A few riders who's fallen all the way back out of the points. There is Binder. Look at Mir. He's in real trouble. Yeah. Points charged through from Rose back in MotoGP. 6th place for the KTM rider.
The speed differential is he lost the momentum coming out of Copse. Lekwoana ran up the back of it.
Likewise, Alex Marquez as well. He's come through from 17th on the grid, the LCR Honda rider.
Espargaro's career, that was coming, that was inevitable. There's nothing that Mir can do about it. Powerless and defenseless.
Up. The battle for the podium isn't over. Quartararo is in a world of his own out front. The world as he closes here on the Aprilia of Aleix Espargaro, with Binder moving up to
regulations to even out the playing field. Every manufacturer now as competitive as they've ever been. 50 corners away from history for Aprilia. Jack Miller's got nothing to lose in the championship. For the final 2/3 of this Grand Prix, he's been utterly brilliant and dominant. It's all about Espargaro and Miller.
Miller's got to try and absolutely launch it through. Aprilia is so good. Can he force Aleix Espargaro into a mistake, maybe into turn 7?
Well, there was nothing between them. Over the line at the start of this last lap was just over 3.5 tenths.
Turn 7, no problems for him. But what happens further back? Jack Miller will be running out of opportunity.
Move potentially from Jack Miller.
Oh, a little bit of a wobble from the rear end there of the lap.
You will not meet 2 more popular guys in the MotoGP paddock than Aleix Espargaro and Jack Miller. He's through.
He's trying to bite back. They're almost touching. Oh. They now go into the loop.
Have the advantage. It shows how desperate he is for that first podium finish for the factory Aprilia team. Luns, he'll have to keep it tight on the inside as well. Can the Ducati and Miller use the power through Luffy?
Alex Rins is back on the podium in second, and Aleix Espargaro does hold on to take championship leader Fabio Quartararo.